What happened at the Capitol, and why were you charged, you think, on what happened at the Capitol?
So what happened at the Capitol, from what I personally saw, I can tell you what I think about what happened, what I saw, what else I saw. But what I saw was we were standing in the crowd on the mall side of the Capitol when a gunshot went off and a guy got hit in the face about 50 feet from us, and we so close that our eyes were watering, and we smelled the pepper gas and the wind was blowing right in our direction. When that happened, I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of flashbangs went off. So people were getting shot, hit with munitions from the police, but there was nobody confronting them. And what I saw was something that was illegal. We were there to exercise our free speech, and we have the right to voice our concern over especially something as egregious as what we believed was happening in the elections. So what I saw, there was an inflection point. Also going through the crowd were murmurings that Pence had sent this letter that no one could see until afternoon. So right before the proceedings, he said, I'm not gonna approve the alternate electors. Mm-hmm. And that's when people got upset and people started going in.
Did you and your wife go in, or were you outside?
We did. Frankly, we prayed about it beforehand. We weren't sure if this was a setup or, but we wanted our voice to be heard. We really kind of struggled with that decision, and we prayed, and we just felt God led us to go ahead and go in. And so we did.
How'd you go in?
So on the mall side was where they had the scaffolding where they were doing some improvements to the building. So me and my little girl, we just climbed right up the scaffold, and we went in. There was no barriers. There was nobody saying you can't go in there, and so we did. And
when you got there, were the doors open?
Doors were open. They were smashed. Okay, so that was my first clue. The doors were smashed, but the police were there, and they were basically ushering people in. And I couldn't figure out why they were doing that. Probably because there was a lot more of the people there than they were. So was it because of that, or was it something else? So I started to think something was a little different. And we went in.
When you were inside, where did you go, and did any officers ever tell you to leave?
No. So we went to Statuary Hall. And then we headed down another hallway. That totally elapsed time was about 12 minutes. So we were chanting, stop the steal. We knew that they could hear us from where we were, and that was good enough for us.